Hello everybody and welcome back. We are in X-Plane again in the SR22 and I figure we're going to stretch our legs a little bit today. We're going to fly all the way up to Centennial Airport. There's so many flight routes that we're going to be going through, but there's like no traffic, so we're not going to do anything with that today. To begin with though, we're going to do a quick startup, and once that's done, we're going to get some stuff like AWAS and get going. So, battery on, panel lights are on, we're going to turn strobe on, fuel pump on, avionics master, don't need de-ice pitot heat, we don't need taxi landing. There's unfortunately nowhere for me to spawn other than the runway at Meadow Lake currently, so we're going to hold off for that. I need to get my knee pad ready, or my knee board. This checklist unfortunately goes the same place as you had it last time. Anyways, it's a super simple checklist. It's basically go across the board, turn on everything you need, including the mixture, crack the throttle, well, go up here, roll out, prime it, boost pumps on, brakes on, started, pull it back to a quarter, as we are skidding along the runway. Oops. Any hoozles. We are going with the wind, plenty to look at on takeoff then. Set to both. Tile flaps don't care. Nav lights on, beacon on, panel lights, taxi and takeoff on. Don't need pitot height or pitot. The next thing we are going to do, which we have not really done before, is do a direct to K. Sorry, KAPA. Centennial, enter. Enter. Now, I have no idea how to work the nav system, so we are going to do that. Well, we're going to learn how to do that today. Transponder set to altitude. Code is 1200, so that's just fine. Scroll out just a bit so we can see this guy. That's just KAPA. Altitude, which is on the other one. Okay. We are going to set this guy, which you can set via altitude select. I'm going to do on my little pad. We're going to go up to 12,000. Oh, good lord. Not going to do on my little pad. We're going to do that down here. Oh, good lord. Seriously? Well, I mean, it's nice that you can set altitude in tens of feet, but it's not practical. Anyways, that's altitude. We're going to set our heading to 334. We're going to set our airspeed at 100 knots. Flaps to 50% for takeoff. Heading of, what did it say, 334. And our course, we don't care right now. Real quickly, we're going to get the AWAS, which is 118.45. Or 5. Nada. Why not? This is the sound. Come 1, come 2. Nothing. Okay, helpful. Thanks. Anyways, let's see if I can't box this takeoff. And here we go. So, throttling up. Smoothly going up to 100%. We're at 50% flaps. Now, maintain center of the runway. Not super hard. Not yet. Kind of bouncing, a little bit bumpy on the runway. Alright, coming up on that 65 knots. 65 knots, pulling back gently. We are airborne. Gear would be coming up if we had gear. Flaps at 80 knots will come up. Oop, trimming for climb. We're a little heavy today, I guess. We're going to turn on course. Change our CDI to GPS. Are you not activated? Oh, there we go. We're actually too far over. Dear. Alright. We're going to pitch nose down a little bit, maintain altitude until 80 knots. Then at 80 knots, we're going to go flaps up. Flaps coming up. Retrimming. Nose is coming up. And we're going to kick in nav mode, engage autopilot, vertical speed. Going to be... we're going to go IAS. We're going to hold our instrument airspeed at 80 knots for now. We can and we should be going a lot faster. We're going to slowly bump that up. That's 85 knots. So basically the aircraft's going to level out for us until we increase speed. Our flaps are up. Everything is full forward. I'm going to pull the mixture back about 15%. We are stable enough and on heading that we can increase up to 90 knots. I don't know what this thing likes to climb at. We're still within flap range, so probably not this. If you look, we're doing 90 knots. We're within flap range, which is that white vertical bar, which I should have looked at, which is 105 knots. 104. Plenty above the ground. Gonna increase up to 100. That way we can actually get some distance. Let's see if we can't find an estimated time on this thing. Estimated time, 15 minutes. Not bad. But other than anything exciting that potentially might happen, I'm going to probably end up cutting forward. And we'll see how it goes. So, see you when something exciting happens. Oh look, it started raining. So apparently this is real world weather. We're flying almost through rain. We're going to turn on pitot heat and de-ice, just in case we ever need them. We do not have icing stuff, so we're going to want to actually hold. We're almost there. Let's change our altitude. 1100. Vertical speed, whatever it needs to be. We can accelerate a little bit as long as we don't exceed our V&E. I also called and we got the arriving runways. So we are actually going to end up landing runway 28, which does have an RNAV. So while we dodge frozen water, which is still falling, oh boy, not great. We're still going to poke through clouds, sending 10,000. Vertical speed, 700 a minute. We're going to hope we're going to clear everything. Don't need that. Cool. Oh, that's not promising. That's not promising at all. It's not thick, it's just, it exists. Do we have weather options? It's supposed to show me precip, it doesn't. Dang it. Here's our goal, 6 minutes. Wow. Must have picked up a lot of speed. Still too much. Dropping to 8,000. Expediting. Watch our speed. We're probably gonna have to actually pull back. Actually 10,000 should be fine. I'm gonna hold off at 10,000. See if that works. We're on really quick now, so we should be there in like 5 minutes. But we're going to set up our procedure. We're going to go procedure. I'm going to do an arrival. All. What? Oh shoot. No. Nope, nope. Go back to heading. My heading bug is currently set to 334. That'll buy us enough time. We can go direct. Okay. Double check, make sure it's APA. It is KAPA. KAPA. Enter, enter. Go back to nav mode, see if we go, yeah, so now we're going back on course. Weird. Procedure, arrivals, KAPA. Okay, do we want to land 3-5 right? A big runway. Or we can land 1-7 left, which is the same runway. Alright, let's land 3-5 right. Done 2 or the puffer? 3-5 right. RNAV, GPS, 3-5 right. Which procedure is this? Do you show it to me? No. Do we want the done to or the puffer? I don't know. It doesn't show up on either of these. So we're just going to pick one. XPath, XB, Fipper. Where are we going? XPath, XB, 9,000, so we actually need to go altitude 9,000. And I don't know what we're doing. Okay, we're doing that. Let's go for the flight plan. Let's actually go to select XB, enter. Going direct XB. 179 for 6 miles. Still south of us. Right. Let's just go directly to Fipper then. Direct to Fipper. Where are we going? Jeez, Fipper's way out there? Really? Okay. We can either go directly in. We should go direct. Let's go direct. There's nothing to line us up really. Going from here to KAPA. Alright, so we're going to start tuning things like the localizer. Go over to nav1. Hit the approach mode. Tune nav1 over to 111.3. To be active. Nav 111.3. That's weird. Never seen that before. Weird. Alright, 111.3. Where are we going, airplane? Track is currently 3.5. Where are we going? Okay, let's get out of this. Oh, we're just off track. Let's change this to nav, and our course is actually going to be 350. So we are actually coming in on it, so that's promising. Approach, nav mode. You gonna pick it up? What altitude am I supposed to be at? How far am I? This is not how you're supposed to fly this approach. We're pretty close. We are probably 8 miles. That's it right there. We need to be descending. Send all the way down. What's our last one? 6740. Okay, so we're actually picking up the right one. The 740 is our minimum at Lisette, which is 4.3 miles from the airport. We are currently 7.2. 7.1. So we should be no lower than 8,000. Perfect. We're chasing that glide slope. Let's actually descend faster, start to pull back that speed, give us a little bit more time. Ooh, that's weird. Actually seeing it come in. Weird. Oh, on speed on glide slope, let's cut the autopilot. We are high though, very high. So we're gonna pull back, bleed speed, just go on, bleed it. Landing lights are on. We are in flaps range, that's 1. I don't know if we're going to make this one. Flap speed 2. Flaps full. Let's basically stall the aircraft. We're just barely in the red. Let's stall it down. We'll fly 60 knots. Fly the stall straight into the scene of the crash. We have almost 0 forward speed, but we've got a lot of downwards. We're actually going to slow down a little bit more, a little deeper in this stall. Line instruments at this point, we're a little left, so let's come a little bit right. Almost full back on the stick. 1,000 feet per minute. That's a serious descent. 1,100. Drifting a little bit. See out to the side. We have a little bit of right to left from the looks of it. Dropping at 1,100. Pitch down. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna make that. We should have done some S turns. We're not gonna make that. Add power, we're going around. Flaps half. November 33, Delta Kilo on the go around, runway 35 right. A bit more power. I'm gonna hold. What's the altitude of this airport? Altitude is at 58, so let's hold 69. Also stay on track, and because they're probably landing left if they're landing right, we're gonna do right-hand pattern. Let's leave pitot heat on just in case we had anything cold and icy. A little bit more power. I think those notches are flap speeds. Oh, RXY. Shoot, I forget what the actual acronyms stand for. Going right. So we're going to bank 30 degrees. Maintain altitude of 6,900. Ooh, a little too much bank. There you go. Roll out. Make sure that nothing else is over there. Send a little bit to that 6,900 mark. We're going to set our altitude to 6890-ish. Overturned that one a little bit. A little quick. A little slow now. Go back into our descent. Basically maintaining opposite heading for a couple miles once we get over roughly that dirt patch. Then we can get into there. Then we can turn back around. Still increasing altitude. Gotta decrease altitude. Come on. That's 100 feet a minute. That's level. Let's decrease altitude. You're still too high. And we're looking for that runway, that one, be 45 degrees off of our right. We're actually going to start pulling power back, start our descent. Should be getting close where we want to be. There's a big lake up there. It's cool. Alright, we should be 2.3 miles. Means we're a little bit high. It's always easier to intercept a longer approach than a shorter one. We're going to wait till about 3.7. And make our right turn. And keep our very shallow descent going. Not quite as shallow as I would have wanted. And we're going to intercept soon. A bit more throttle, let's not fall out of the sky. There's our intercept. Oh, there's our runway. Let's start falling out of the sky. Flaps full. Feet idle. Oh, we're actually descending faster. Although we are increasing speed, so that is a downside. We should have extended out a lot further. But it's kind of hard to tell with the whole looking out the window being hard to do. We're gonna land really long, but that's okay because this is a really long airport. We're not gonna need any power, which is also nice. We're off center line. Not supposed to do that. Floating a little bit. Ooh. Goosing it in there. Missed the high speed exit. Not gonna even bother trying to take that one. Not on the brakes. Ooh boy. Hard brakes. This thing is rough on the brakes. Like, holy crap, just a little bit of brakes and it's all over the place. From what I've heard, real life is not like that. It doesn't do this wild, wonky thing. And I forgot to look where we're parking, so we're going to just kind of idle out here. Hopefully clear the runway. Squeak! Let's go right. General Aviation Terminals. We're at Alpha 9. Yeah, we can either park straight in front of us at those hangars, or we can go over to the General Aviation at Alpha 10. They're right there. Sweet. We're going to turn off there, and then we can hop out, let out our passengers. Do 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 do. I believe Vx is your best distance climb speed, and Vy is actually your best. Let's put flaps up. Your best. So X is clearing an obstacle, and Y is your best climb to altitude, where you're actually covering some distance while you climb. We're just gonna sneak in across, right over to the FBO. Well, General Aviation Terminal? I don't know who would go over here. But they have a nice little door right there, so we're gonna pull up right in front. Do 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 do. Long story short, make sure you have enough actual distance on the lineup. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed flying this little Cirrus with me. I'm going to turn everything off. We are shut down across the board. No lights. Parking brake. Pretty little aircraft. Well, hopefully you guys liked watching me fly that thing, other than the terrible approach, because we came in way too high. I didn't put in the procedure anywhere near as soon as I should have. Should have planned those altitudes out a little better too. The wind, or the weather, was kind of a distracting factor. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you guys in the next episode.